Peace, love, and blessings, BareHand tribe. This is Eddie. Back at y'all with another video. And man, there's been something on my heart, weighing on my heart, and I feel called to share with you all the cheat codes for beating and overcoming layoff and work search. Man, we in some tough times right now. I mean, let's take it back to 2020. Like the pandemic, I still believe like the world, it's hard for me to believe that we just bounce back from that, right? There's still a lot of people recovering from that. There were a lot of layoffs that happened around that time. And man, I just, in my spirit, I feel like there is a lot of healing. There is a lot of there's a shift happening, y'all. So that's just in a topic on its own. But anyway, for all of you have been, I heard there was a company, big game company, 900 people were laid off. And it's just, I've been a part of layoffs myself, a few of them, and it's not easy. It's not easy, but we have the cheat codes for y'all, baby. We got the cheat codes for you to beat it. Before we get into that, I want y'all to hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and in the comments, let us know if these cheat codes are helping you overcome these obstacles in this game of life that we're all playing and the journey that we're all taking upon. All right. So anyway, let's get right into the cheat codes. First one, y'all. Hold on. Whoa. You hear that? You hear that? Y'all hear that? Yo, first cheat code is listening. Man, I got something for y'all. I got some food for y'all. Check this out, all right? Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 23 and 24. It says here, "But this is what I commanded them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your God, and you shall be my people, and walk in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well with you. Yet," this is 24, "yet they did not obey or incline their ear, but followed the counsels and the dictates of their evil hearts and went backward and not forward," y'all. Tell me this. How many of you all, you have stacked 2 blocks and like 10 of them fall over? I've been there for sure. Like, listening is so important, man. It's a big cheat code because it may be your inner self, your higher self telling you that, oh, this work environment isn't healthy for me. Oh, I should be spending more time with my kid. Oh, I should be, taking better care of my health, digging more into my spirituality and growing. Or, oh, maybe you need to move from where you are. Who knows? Who knows what the situation is? Or maybe you've been baking these awesome muffins and everybody's telling you your muffins are banging. Oh my gosh, like you should open up a shop. Or maybe, kiddo or somebody's telling you like, oh, you're such an inspiration. Or maybe it's just listening to as a mother or a father, who knows? Regardless, listening is a big part of overcoming this also, because there may be something you weren't hearing when all the noise and stuff was going on and you were in like the everyday loop. It may be something that you kind of pass by, or even something that you need to address. All right. So listening, cheat code number 1, y'all. Don't forget that. All right. So the next one is very relevant to cheat code number 1, is your purpose in calling. Okay. Your purpose in calling, whether you're already in your purpose in calling or you're not, your purpose. So I got something for y'all. Another one. Matthew 22:14 says, "For many are called, but few are chosen." Many are called, but few are chosen. Man, that listening part, it goes in hand with this, because it's like it said in Jeremiah, it's like we move backward instead of forward when we're not listening, right? Especially listening to Yahweh, the creator. So your purpose and your calling is so great, and it goes beyond the paycheck that you make or the place of work. You know, it could be something in parenthood. It can be a mentor. It can be just those awesome muffins. Who knows? But regardless, be in your purpose and calling. This is your opportunity to either go in another aspect of your calling, or if you have not stepped into your calling, to step into that right now. This is your opportunity to do that. I'm telling y'all, like, for me personally, I was driving Uber, and there was a time in my life where it served the necessities that I had in my life. But the thing is, and this is not to judge anybody that's driving Uber right now, okay? This is to say that I have a higher call. I have a different calling than driving Uber. I'm called, for example, to share this information with you all, to do this video. I'm called into the game industry to be able to serve in that space. And I was just so like caught up in surface level things to take care of like my own problems, my little world, my bubble. And actually in the kingdom, seek the kingdom first and all shall come to you. In the kingdom, that is not a kingdom trait, just to focus on my problems and center everything on that. My purpose is to serve outside of myself, to serve Yahweh, to serve the people that Yahweh wants me to serve. Yes, your purpose and calling. Like, this is your time for that. All right. If you're not already in it, jump into it. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to help y'all in one of the next cheat codes that we talk about. All right. So from here, the next cheat code that I got for y'all is family and connection. Yo, I swear on everything. Like, a lot of the amazing opportunities that I've received in my life was because of connection, not networks. I think there's a difference, but connection, truly being connected with myself, connected with Yahweh, connected with your community, connection. And like when I got into the gaming industry, in the AAA gaming industry, I got there because of my connection with friends. I came to visit some friends. For y'all who don't know this story, I came to visit some friends, and those friends, like, they were out of state, in another state, and I went to visit them, took a bus, and when I got there, they had a friend who had a cousin in the gaming industry, and he introduced me. And that's how I got my first gig after working 4 years in college, getting my degree, all that, working another year on my portfolio. I did all this applying, and I was getting denied, rejected. But it was this moment, y'all. It was this moment where, through connection, I received that opportunity. So same thing, with family. Family, this may be the time to, connect deeper with your family. This may be the time to, who knows, regardless, this is a very important cheat code because it's going to allow you to progress to that next level in your life. All right. So we're going to go to the next cheat code. What's the next one? Yo, your worth. This is so important, man. Such an important cheat code. Do not let your layoff or rejections when it comes to work search, don't let that affect your worth. You know exactly who you are, what was put inside of you before you got that opportunity that you were in the first place. It was the things that of how you were created is what got you there. So if it got you to that point, you could get something even greater than that. All right. Do not let a layoff or rejections or from work search, don't let that diminish your worth. always know who you are. Always know the gifts that you got. All right? Never forget that. We were made in the image of Yahweh, of the Creator. We were made in the image of God. So you are already powerful. You already have so much in you to be able to transform your situation. All right? So your worth, don't forget it. Big part, big cheat code that goes into the next thing with your health. Okay? So the health, your health, man, like spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, just like I was talking about with the pandemic, man, and then like jumping right in back into the loop of things, there's still a lot of healing and things that's going on with people's health from that still has to be processed and still has to be healed and overcome. So health is a big thing. Maybe the position that you were in, you weren't allowed to take care of yourself. Maybe, when you're searching for work or whatever, and you're getting these rejections, don't disregard your health. Feed yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mental, take care of your emotional needs, take care of your spirit, most of all. Okay? Take care of that, y'all. Don't disregard your health. That is an important cheat code to be able to step into that next level. All right, so we go on to the next. The next one is a big one, big cheat code, the comfort zone. All right, so I got some more food for y'all in John 16, chapter 16, verse 33. It says here, bam. Let me pull myself up. Hold on. It says here, these things I have spoken to you. This is Yeshua talking, y'all. It says, these things I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace in the world. Oh, my bad. It says that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Y'all, he just said, you will, not maybe, not possibly. No, it's a guarantee that you will have tribulation. It's not going anywhere. All right. So, but the key in all of this, the key that he said, but he said, in him you shall have peace. Be of good cheer. He has overcome the world. Y'all, for me personally, through every moment like this, that's like right now, I share some comfort zone stuff that I'm dealing with. But every situation, you have to have peace within yourself, because they're going to keep coming. Challenges are going to keep coming. You have to have a peace within yourself while going through these things, and you have to maintain that peace. All right. And he says, but be of good cheer. Be of good cheer. He has overcome the world. That means every trial or tribulation in the world that you could possibly go through, he's overcome it. So for me, my faith is in Yeshua. That means every challenge I got, Yeshua's overcome that. So I have nothing to worry about. I could have peace in him. All right. So whether you believe in Yeshua or not, you got to find that peace. I don't know where you may find it, but you have to have it, because like I told you, it was designed for us to be able to have, we are supposed to have trials and tribulations. All right. So comfort zone stuff. This is a huge cheat code, y'all. So I was driving Uber, right? I had just left a residency program where I was working 8 hours a week in exchange for housing, and my contract ended. So I had stayed with some friends after that, and then I was sleeping on a beanbag in their crib, right? Shout outs to them for allowing me to be able to come in there and share space with them. I love y'all. Tina, Gems, Bear, you all know who you are. I love y'all, man. Thank you for that. So anyway, I was sleeping on a beanbag, man. I didn't know where I was going to live. I knew they were moving, but I was like, all right, Once they moved, I was I was still driving Uber at the time, and I I pretty much had to sleep in my van, y'all. And the crazy part about it was like one night where somebody threw up in that van, and I had to sleep in that van the same night. It was horrible. Like I had to clean the van. I had to clean it, go to CVS. Like it was like 1 a.m. in the morning. I had to clean the van after I was done driving. And then it was still wet. I had to lay a blanket down over that and then lay another blanket. And what, a lot of people are van lifing now, but this for me, my van was not set up that way. It was set up to be able to transport people. Okay. So that was a very uncomfortable situation. And don't get it twisted. I had options to go to in terms of like my parents and stuff, but I said, no, I'm not going to step into that comfortable space. Like I have to figure this out. I have to allow this discomfort to transform my situation. That discomfort is going to force me into a solution. So I kept sleeping in my van. I would pull up to a parking lot after done driving Uber, and I would sleep in the van. I'm telling y'all, that discomfort led me into this beautiful tiny house that I'm staying in right now. All right. So it's the same thing. Like, even right now, as I talk to y'all, I am no longer driving Uber because, like I said, it is not my calling. I recently just stopped, and it is not my calling. And not knowing exactly where, I know how it feels when you don't know exactly where funds are going to come from, where that stability, having that stability and it just being removed, not knowing where it's coming from. I know how y'all feel with that. I know how you feel with the work search and the layoff. But trust me, man, embrace the discomfort. Allow and have peace in that, to where the transformation is coming, that is temporary, the situation that you were in. Okay? So I'm gonna give y'all one more discomfort story, or uncomfortable situation that somebody was in. My man, Seth. So a lot of you may know who he is. Seth is the main character from our game Seed. What is Seth short for? Seth is short for Joseph. Joseph from the book of Genesis. All right. And for those of you who know his story or don't know his story, Joseph experienced a layoff. He experienced a layoff where he was working for the king, working for Pharaoh. And not only was he laid off, he was accused of attempting to make love to the king's wife, to the queen. Man, that is tough, y'all. Like, so he got laid off, then he got accused of that, sentenced to prison. Then, after he got sentenced to prison, he was there for a long time. It was rats, roaches, all type of stuff, right? Sleeping in prison. Then he was told they were going to sentence him to death. But see, through connection, the other cheat code, someone told the Pharaoh, the king, that he had the ability of interpreting dreams. And Pharaoh had a dream that he wanted Joseph to interpret. So when Joseph interpreted his dream, Pharaoh made him the right-hand man of Egypt, because Joseph knew there was a famine coming. And Pharaoh wanted him to be in charge of taking care of what was going to happen during the famine and before the famine, y'all. So I don't know what famine that you're experiencing right now, but know that through these cheat codes, like I said, there was a connection that told Pharaoh that, right? And Joseph, through this uncomfortable situation, he cried out to God. He cried out to Yahweh, but he still had faith in the Creator. All right? So, comfort zone. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. Have peace within yourself. Do not be afraid of that, because I guarantee you it is your salvation. This is your opportunity. It's an opportunity for you right now, for your calling. If there's a shift in your calling, or whether it be you stepping into your calling, this is your moment. This is your opportunity for that. All right? Just like it did happen for Joseph, just like it happened for me. And if it can happen for him and me, it can happen for you. I promise you that. So Then we got the last cheat code, y'all, spiritual lifestyle. This is a daily practice. All right. For me, I morning, we talking like you got a morning routine, you got an evening routine. You wake up, you pray, you don't touch your phone. You pray and you meditate, or you stretch, you do whatever you need to do to really tap in spiritually into the spiritual realm, the ethereal realm, y'all. You tapping in. Connection. All right. This is the last but not least, the biggest thing, the biggest cheat code, man. It's an everyday thing, especially within the BareHand tribe. It is a everyday practice to have of spirituality. All right, to have a relationship with Yahweh. There is a difference. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about a relationship. There is a difference. All right. For me, I have a personal relationship with Yahweh. All right. Yeshua is my foundation. All right. So I got to make sure I'm in that every day. Every day. That my situation with my layoff, a lot of my layoffs and things, was always an opportunity for me to improve my daily practice and spirituality, to address areas that I was missing or whatever. All right. So just always, we should never be complacent. There's a difference between being content and complacent. Content is say, I am grateful for the air I breathe. I'm grateful to be able to stand. I'm grateful to be able to talk, think, eat, share. I'm grateful. I'm content for the roof I have over my head, everything I got, who I am as a person. I'm grateful and content with that. That content, being content, will bring more blessings. But then you say, but I'm not complacent. Well, I'm not complacent with where I stand in my positioning. I'm always growing as a multidimensional being. I'm always growing. I'm always seeking the kingdom. I'm always seeking the creator, seeking Yahweh, seeking infinite energy, y'all. So yeah, that is the final cheat code for today. Now I'm gonna give y'all a bonus. All right. So we're in an era right now. I don't know if a lot of people understand the era that we're in. All right. But there was once the industrial age. There was once the distribution age. There was the information age, the technology age, and the age that we are currently in right now, if you know or not, is the partnership age. All right. Think about it. Think about it for a second. Think about YouTube. You become a partner with YouTube where you make the content. They say, okay, we provide the platform, you make your content, and both parties come to an agreement about that. Or whether it's Uber. Uber is not a job. Uber is, you are partnered with them. They say you use your car, you pick up the people, and we'll take care of the app. And we'll take care of all the customer service when it comes, and connecting you to those rides. Okay. Amazon, the list goes on. Think of any of the big companies right now. All right. So you may be stuck in an era that's in the past. So you making past money. You making, when actually your worth, which is one of the cheat codes we talked about, your worth, you may be worth a percentage of that company. You may be worth, because honestly, you contribute so much more than not only just the talents and things that you contribute to that, but you as a soul being, your spirit, you're contributing that to your work. All right. So you're worth a lot. So it may be time for you to get a percentage instead of just a paycheck or a salary. It may be time for that for you. Who knows? It may be time for you to partner with or link up with a group of people to start a partnership, to then start multiple big partnerships with these big corporations or whatever it is. Times are different now, y'all. This is the era we're in. Twitch, think about in the game industry, Twitch, being a Twitch partner. You are a partner. They're not saying you work for them. No, you having a contractual agreement with them. All right. In the game industry, you no longer need a big corporation or to be connected to a television corporation. You can literally have a partnership now where you can release games independently, y'all. This is the era we're in. Once you understand what era you in, you can make the adjustments and steps to be able to step into the right opportunity in your calling. All right. So that was a bonus cheat code for y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and blessings. We out of here.